Good evening, Ananya.
Hello.
My name is Neeraj Roy. I'm past president of the IAA and a managing committee member. And on behalf of IAA, once again, welcome.
Thank you so much.
I've been given this task to talk to you about. I think there was already reference that even before, I think you started your career, first film was in 2019, Student of the Year 2. But even prior to that, you had already started building your social media community. I'm told there are about, 26 brands currently under your belt, roundabout, across some 8 odd categories. I think talk to us first, if you can, because you're really representative of that generation to whom it's a digital native, digital first. You are connecting also with the young Indian mindset. And most of us here as marketeers, people running businesses, what is it that you learned in your initial journey of building your social media community?
I think what I thought of when I started out has actually stayed pretty much the same through my career. It's a very short career so far, but it's always been about being myself. I know it sounds very, very generic, but it really holds true to how I conduct myself. For example, the very first brand that I signed before I signed my film was Lakme. And it's a brand that I'm still associated with. So it's been 6+ years that I've been with Lakme, because I truly feel that it connects with who I am as a person. And I remember when I was younger, I used to watch these Lakme ads of, Lisa Hayden and all these actresses, and they were throwing these like fruits on each other, and it really stayed back in my memory, and it really represented beauty to me in a very diverse way, and a very real human way, and I liked that about Lakme. So it felt like a very unique fit. So when it comes to brands, I think for me, it's about something that stands true to my personality, whether it be Only or Skechers. These are all brands that the Gen Z or the younger generation kind of follows, and they really stand for something. They stand for individuality, having a voice, and it's not just the brand, but every creative that goes out with the brand and every advertisement that goes out kind of, holds that slogan true. So I think it's just, I try to at least, as much as possible, all the brands that I'm associated with, I'd like to believe that they're an extension of my own personality, because I don't want to fake it. I act enough in movies, but if I'm selling something, I want to genuinely believe in that product, because I wouldn't think anyone else would buy it if I'm not genuinely using it.
No, sure, and that is really the reality of, I have a daughter, she's 19, and rarely have I come across in the last 4 or 5 years where she's possibly been influenced by just a pure commercial, but she's certainly been influenced by, people she follows, she looks around. So to that extent, that's certainly a superpower that you've built with the, I'm told, close to about 50 million odd sort of following between various platforms that you have. But as they say, with great power comes great responsibility. And I noticed that you have on your Instagram page a project which is called So Positive. Talk to us a little bit about that, and when did you start that?
So Positive is actually a digital social responsibility. You know how companies have CSR, this is DSR because it's digital, and it's something that I started in the first year, I think the year that my film came out in, or the year after that. So it's been about 5 years since I started it, and it kind of speaks about online social responsibility and just spreading kindness and general awareness about online bullying and social media etiquette, because I came at a time when the digital boom was really happening, and there was a lot of trolling happening, a lot of negativity, a lot of hate, not just towards me, but a lot of people around me. And I don't just mean in the entertainment industry, I mean everyone. And I felt like a lot of things change when you just start a conversation. So it actually just started with a conversation, and from there it's developed into so much more. During COVID, I spoke to 10 such people that were actually doing something good during COVID, because we were focusing so much on the negativity in the world. I felt like it was important to talk to people who were actually, impacting positively on society at that time. And now it's just kind of grown into a larger sense of kindness. So you are coming out with a lot of exciting
wonderful, guys.
things.
Give it up for So Positive. Ananya, I believe one of your projects that's coming up is called Call Me Bay. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes.
Yes. Can you share a little bit about it? And, in what genre does it fall, and when can we expect this?
So that's actually coming on the 6th of September. It's my first show, my OTT debut in that way. It's coming on Amazon Prime, and I don't really know what genre it would fall under, but it's kind of like fun, comedy, chick flicky, a lot of fashion, a lot of fun, a little mystery also. So yeah, it's like Clueless meets Schitt's Creek meets Nancy Drew meets Aisha meets Pooh from K3G. So yeah.
Megha and Nandini got, you got all the sort of
They got
different
the
shows, as it
references,
were.
they know the vibe.
Wonderful, wonderful. Apart from roles as leading ladies, that you've taken up, I noticed that, your generation is also, fairly open to taking up what used to be traditionally called as cameos only. It's a role in a certain manner. So to that extent, there's a certain kind of, risk that you're as well taking. In recent times, you did this cameo with a film called Bad News. How was that experience for you?
So it was a lot of fun, and I feel like when it comes to cameos, there's some things that you do for your craft, which is the work that I take on in the films that I'm officially a part of, and I'm one of the actors as a part of those films. And then there's some things that you do for love, and I feel like cameos is a lot to do with supporting the fraternity also. These are people that you work with all the time. And I grew up watching songs like Divangi, Divangi from Om Shanti Om, where you see all these actors come together, and I was like, oh, I wish I can just do like something fun like that and come on screen and excite the audience. So I'm actually living my dream. So I've been very grateful that I've done a cameo.
Is it that, or you get a call from Karan and he goes, you got to do this?
I mean, imagine getting a call from Karan Johar. Who wouldn't do it? Honestly,
sure,
I owe
I'm just
everything
kidding.
to that man. But I got to do a song in Rocky Aur Rani with Ranveer Singh, which was amazing. It was a dream come true to be directed by Karan and be in a song with Ranveer. And then my cameo in Bad News as well. So I think it's all about love and supporting the fraternity, honestly.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I want to come back to, the relevance of the, we're in the 11th edition of the IA Leadership Awards. There are 16 different categories, and right from the beginning, we recognize that the role that a brand ambassador plays is just as important in a diverse nation like ours. Now, we spoke a little bit about the 26 odd brands that you are already supporting across different industries and categories. We also find that in recent times, many of you all are also choosing to become part of those companies, almost like little quasi-entrepreneurs, because, the category may resonate with, like you said, yourself. Is there anything on those lines that you've done, and do you see that as well as an opportunity for yourself, where you're not just endorsing, but you're actually becoming an equity shareholder into that business?
Of course, it isn't something that I've done yet, but there are a lot of conversations going on about that because it's so important, as I said, for people to believe that you are selling something or you want something. There's no better involvement than your own, sweat that you put in. That's why a lot of actors even take up sweat equity in that way, because that actually, you are actually getting direct return on something that you're putting your, your effort and your time into. So there are a lot of conversations. Personally, if you ask me, a space that I'm interested in is feminine hygiene, because I feel like that is a taboo in our country. People aren't really talking about it as much yet. So that's a space that I'm interested in, kind of, putting my effort and my sweat into. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I think, for me, if there are any categories that you have perhaps still showing interest in, you have an audience here of marketeers and really business leaders. I know you're supporting tourism with, I think, Singapore Tourism.
Yes.
There are numerous fashion brands that you're supporting, pet brands as well. Is there anything that you'd like to pitch here, that this is a category you are possibly open for?
Is there anything? One second, let me think. There's food. Am I open for food? Food. I love food. I can sell food all day long. I'll put my sweat into it. So food is open as of now. Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that from the young lady. Ananya, We wish you all the very best. More power to you. You are certainly inspiring a young generation. Keep that up. Be true to yourself as you said you are. And on behalf of the IA, once again, thank you. And we are privileged to have you here with us
Thank
as
you
the
so
IA
much.
Brand Endorser of the Year. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone.